I promise nothing will keep me away from this next appointment. Yeah, and thank you so much for being understanding. Bye-bye. And thank you so much for letting me grovel. Emily, hi, what's up?
Hi, I need to return these notes to your sister. Is she home?
Oh, no, but if you leave them on the chair, she'll find them as soon as she gets home.
Okay, I left a thank you note there for her.
Oh. So, what class do you guys have together?
We have health ed. It's required for graduation. And I was gone for the first couple of weeks, so I was really behind. But, of course, Sarah's notes were so good, they just brought me back.
Oh, wave it's Sarah.
Yeah. Is she, out with Nicholas?
Well, that'd be my guess. They're kind of stapled at the hip lately.
Yeah, they're an awesome couple. I mean, they're really great together.
Oh, you know what? I just realized the time. I've got to get ready for work.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I have to get home, too. Listen, I wanted to thank you again for standing up for me that first day of school. I knew people were going to bring up my drug problem, and I thought I was prepared, but obviously I wasn't.
Like I said before, it was no problem, really.
Well, that's what most people would say, but when I found out that you were Sarah's sister, I was like, duh, that makes sense. That's exactly what she would have done. Have fun at work. Hope you make lots of tips.
Sarah Weber, the most popular, the most beautiful, the most likely to get all the guys, and the most likely not to know what hit her.
Sarah and Nicholas sitting in a tree. F-A-L-L-I-N-G.
Everybody is preparing for TV's magical event, Cinderella. Even General Hospital.
It's just my size. Perfect.
Nice try, Lizzie.
I don't think so, sis. Oh,
You bumped me.
There's a prince for everyone. Discover yours. Cinderella, ABC Sunday at 7, 6 Central.
Fountains, jugglers, and fireworks.
All for you, no other kids.
All for me.
Hey, I didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Jean, do you want me to leave?
Is Grandpa home?
No, but she called and she'll be home later.
What's all this?
Oh, Emily dropped your notes off. She didn't take very good care of them.
Well, I'm sure she didn't throw them on the floor.
Well, I am not responsible for your stuff. I have enough trouble keeping track of my own.
How was your counseling session?
Canceled.
Oh, why? Who canceled it?
Sorry, I can't discuss that with you. The relationship between a shrink and patient is strictly confidential.
I just can't believe it.
Mr. Murdy will handle it.
You know, I am so disappointed in her. She's...
Yeah, maybe coming here wasn't such a good idea.
No, I'm not gonna let her ruin my life each time. Besides, she's dropped her bomb, now she'll leave us alone. I want to show Graham your sweater. Then we can go to the pediatric lounge, finish decorating.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. You still haven't given me my mystery gift.
Yeah, well, I'd rather give it to you when we're alone.
Do you want to go to the kitchen and make some hot cider?
Yeah, I'll be there in a second, but first there's something I want to say to Liz.
Boy, this must be pretty important for you to actually leave your darling Sarah for 2 minutes.
There's something that I want you to know, okay? If it had been up to me, your grandmother and the entire school would have known when she tried to pull on your sister.
Well, it wasn't, so I guess that gives you some idea of what your status is around here. And I'd love to know where Cassadine gets off preaching to anybody.
Well, I don't think you understand. It's only because Sarah is so kind and generous that you got off so easily.
Oh, really? Because I thought it had something to do with Mr. Murdy.
Yeah, because Sarah wanted to handle it that way, and you remember that the next time you try hurting her.
Or what?
Here we go. If you want any, there's more on the stove. What happened?
Well, I just reminded her how easy she got off thanks to you.
I can see how much she liked hearing that.
Yeah, it needed to be said.
Well, then I'm glad you said it. Did anything about why this counseling session was canceled?
No, we didn't get into that.
Well, I hope she doesn't think that I'm gonna let it slide, because I won't. Not this time.
Well, anyway, why don't we take a ride to that farm store before it closes and buy the pumpkins for the party? Then we'll swing by here and get the decorations and talk to your grandmother.
Lead me to your pumpkin, sire.
You lead me.
Oh.
Cute couple. They go shopping together. They decorate parties together. Gee, I wonder what else they do together. Graham? Sarah? Is anybody home? Oh, hi, Graham.
Hi, Elizabeth.
I'm really late for work.
Oh, well, at least you're consistent. What's all this?
Oh, stuff that Sarah and Nicholas brought in and just dumped there.
Oh.
Hey, are you still coming to Kelly's tonight for dinner?
Oh, yes, yes. I promised Ruby I'd drop by.
Well, make sure you get my table and don't be shy about tipping.
Oh, well, I always tip for good service.
Graham,
What a nice surprise.
I wanted to show you all this cute stuff Nicholas and I got for the kids.
Uh-huh.
And I got Nicholas this most beautiful sweater as a present.
Oh, well, I want to see all of it as soon as I fix myself a cup of tea. Do you want one?
No, thank you.
All right, I'll be right back. Sarah, would you help me with something in the kitchen?
Graham, you know I love you, but I'm not really comfortable having a safe sex conversation with my grandmother.
You're not. The only time I mentioned sex to my grandmother was when we wanted to have the cat spayed.
Well, then, okay, we don't even have to talk about it. We'll just forget it.
We do. This is much too important, Sarah.
Okay, well, if that's how you feel, then let's get it over with. But only if the conversation has nothing to do with me breaking up with Nicholas.
All right. Come here. All I want, Sarah, is for you to realize that sex at any age is an enormous involvement.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Do you really mean that? Or are you just trying to end this conversation quickly?
I had this friend in Colorado who was a little wilder than the rest of us, and naturally she had sex first. Well, I went to go tell her how crazy she was, and she told me that her boyfriend and her always used a condom. Well, 6 months later, she was pregnant. That taught me a lesson, Graham. Condoms aren't always an answer.
Well, that's true. But there is another reason why young people should abstain from sex, and it has nothing to do with babies or diseases.
Well, like what?
Making love with another human being creates a very deep commitment. Now, this may be a cliche, but it's especially true for girls. So unless you're absolutely sure you're in a long-term relationship with someone you trust, that kind of intimacy can be a shattering experience.
You mean if you break up?
And at your age, you most likely will.
Well, the way I feel about Nicholas right now, I couldn't imagine ever being without him.
Try and hold just a little something back In the long run, it'll be better for both of you.
Graham, he makes me happy. We have fun, we communicate. We always know what the other's thinking, which is why finding these condoms was such a surprise to me.
Well, then maybe you need to ask him a few questions.
Maybe I need to answer a few myself.
Oh, Sarah. If this had happened to anyone else, I'd be calling the boy's parents right now. But knowing you, I trust it will be handled in a very responsible manner.
It will. I should go. The sooner that I confront Nicholas with this, the sooner we can move on.
Good.
You already did that.
Oh, sorry. Is there anything else that needs to be wiped down?
What happened? Did you break another platter?
No, it's just that Grandma's coming by tonight, and I want to make sure that you say really nice things about me.
Oh, Elizabeth, is Ruby still getting you? Come on, don't let it happen. She's only rough with the people she likes.
Well, then I must be her favorite person. Oh, so how do you like being Ruby's new part-time?
Yeah, especially since I found the secret to getting a good tip.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Don't bring change.
Cute. I've really got to look for something else to clean.
Elizabeth, are you really this nervous about Audrey coming by?
A little. You see, Graham and I, we don't get a lot of time to spend with each other anymore, and I have something really important I want to talk to her about.
Well, just say what's on your mind.
Even if it has to do with Sarah?
What's up with Sarah? She's still a psycho beast in your mind?
Well, if anything, it's getting worse. But after tonight, even Graham's gonna have to admit that her angelic little Sarah wasn't the same girl she was a few months ago.
Lucky delivery.
All right, I gotta go. Listen, if you really want to impress Ruby, clean the deep fryer.
Ruby, will you at least give it a chance?
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Oh, that's the spirit. Who knows? You may turn out to be a fabulous bridge player.
I'll see you next Sunday.
Good.
What's the matter, Graham? You didn't like the meatloaf?
Well, I guess I wasn't as hungry as I thought.
You have something on your mind?
You could say that.
Could I sit down for a second?
Oh, yes, of course. Please do.
Now, you know I've been trying really hard at being honest, so I guess the best way to do this is just to, come right out and say it.
Say what?
Oh, well, I'm really concerned about my relationship with Sarah.
Oh? What happened?
Well, nothing in specific, but it just seems lately she just doesn't like me.
As I have told you before, Elizabeth, sisters don't always get along, but I am certain that Sarah likes you very much.
Well, let me give you an example. The other night we got in a fight, right? Nothing unusual. But in the old days, we would have been over it within 2 hours. Now, she just completely turns me off. And this morning, I asked her a question, and you know what she answered with? Oh, Lizzie, you're too young to understand. I mean, I don't need this. I've got feelings, too.
What was the question?
See, that was the really weird thing. I mean, all I asked her was how things were going with Nicholas.
Well, maybe she's a little uncomfortable talking about him. I mean, after all, their relationship seems to have become rather serious.
Serious? What do you mean?
What I mean by serious is when a relationship reaches a particular point of intensity, as Sarah and Nicholas's obviously has, then certain issues come up that must be addressed.
You mean sex?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Nicholas and Sarah?
Now, wait a minute. That is not what I meant or said. Sarah and Nicholas have done no such thing, as far as I know.
Oh, well, that's a relief to hear because, you know, for a minute there I thought that maybe, never mind.
Thought what?
Graham, it's Nicholas. He's traveled, he's been all over the world, he's probably experienced things, and, you know, I just always thought that
please,
maybe...
I do not want to engage in any gossip about Sarah, and I expect the same restraint from you.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We should just sit back, cross our fingers, and wait.
Well, I'll see you at home, Elizabeth. Tell Ruby I'm sorry about the meatloaf.
Okay.
You okay?
Oh, lucky. Yeah, I'm fine, but I've got to get back to work.
Hey, come on now. Don't tell me what's the matter.
Well, it's kind of personal.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. You know, I mean, I
And besides,
understand them.
Sarah would kill me, and I just promised Graham that I wouldn't say anything, but hearing it come out of your own grandmother's mouth is so strange.
Hearing what?
I just always thought that Sarah would be a virgin until she gets married, but now, well...
Are you trying to tell me that she's not?
No, I didn't say that. But if what Graham's telling me is true, then it's only a matter of time.